Boy, I am not in the mood. We're not gonna get into all the reasons, but I found myself a couple of different moments throughout, from last time till this time, seeing where I actually want to turn on Hulu and turn on NXT Level Up. How about that? So shouts to all of them. We miss them. I hope they're doing well for themselves. Um, everybody down at the Performance Center, they really go hard, but we'll get into that maybe later on, maybe not. I don't know. In the meantime, let's get into Raw and SmackDown. Really, SmackDown first. Paint by numbers, it was fine. Bloodline's back, okay, fine. um, Roman refusing to apologize to Jay. Bailey beat Candice. KO and a pile driver. DIY pretty deadly. Wasn't the Motor City Machine Guns there too? Yep. And Bianca and Jade, Nia and Tiffany. Yes, Motor City Machine Guns, A-Town. Alright, A-Town down under, whatever. And then the Bloodline. Yeah. Alright. So gave it about a week to really think about listening to like a couple of other, well, really the only other opinions that would matter. And they don't seem very happy with, I wouldn't say the direction, but just the part of the product we're up to. Nothing has stakes, and within that, the stakes when they were given, they actually lost value. Leaning back into rematches, and then I'm thinking like, man, in forms of journalism, these guys are just reaching for anything to say because they don't really have anything outside of the ums, and then going forwards. And then when they have something, it's like, okay, well, now it's time to get very particular and finicky and be fickle about it. And I understand the business reason behind it, but I'm still going to complain because I need to fill up this time with these words that you're going to. Science. I can understand with some of the storylines ain't really moving at the pace that one would want them to, but then where they are pulling the triggers, the elements that they're doing, like, I don't even like to call one-upsmanship because I see the contribution. It's like, look, they gave you a pull-apart brawl, and then they gave you a big tag team pull-apart brawl throughout the night. I think that's something we could work with. So I'm not going to complain about what I don't like. We're going to make better of what we do like. But then, I don't really have a fan base and viewers with opinions strong enough to go to the comments. Thank the good Lord. So, luckily for me, we get to just talk this shit and move forward. Now, alright, Roman refused to apologize to Jay. I love it. That's perfect. He's out of the table. The tribal chief. At the end of the day, he might have been foul to Jay, but then when he get the title back, is Jay gonna have the title? No, he's not. Is Jimmy gonna have the title? No. It's not like Jay Uso wasn't popping. It was Jay and Jimmy Uso that was popping. Jay went off on his own, Jimmy went off on his own, and both of them had to figure it out. But even still, when they was running with Roman, who's beating that reign so far? That was another era I'm talking about, but we're not really I'm not seeing where Roman is doing something so wrong. Like, if he was to apologize, it'd be maybe he was too heavy-handed as the head of the table during that time. But, it was a different time. Now it's a different time, and everybody's, they way. And Roman did have show a little bit of the agitation on. So I did peep that throughout the evening. But at the end of the day, if nobody's in charge and everyone's in charge, then where's the structure and order? There is none. Because it's all chiefs. You know what I mean? All cooks. You know, like all head chefs. That don't make sense. That's just how I feel about it. And we got Sammy out there. All right, I'm out. Good. Mind your business. That's how I feel if I was to be looking at it like that. But then, you know, they still working it out the way they can, so I'm not gonna complain about it. Barely Candice LeRae. One of my uncles, he leaned into expressing his storytelling with understanding the fan base or the base that he's, feeding the story to. I don't even want to say feeding, but he's like telling the story to. So with that, where's Indy? Candace is doing great, but Indy being an added bonus is legitimately like where it needs to be. Or keep it interchangeable. Like if we don't know what's happening with this brand split be damned movement, and we just moving cats over and over, we could create that normalization with Indy running over to the whites. I don't know. I'm just throwing shit out there, but because she's technically married to Loomis, right? Right. So why doesn't that be able to be one of those small segues throughout the shows? Should make sense. It don't make sense, but it could just fit in that node of the suspension of disbelief. That's how I feel, but whatever. Um, yeah, everybody did great. Everybody did great. Barely needed that victory, so there was that. Um, KO Randy power driver spot. If I'm thinking to it, Randy has been injured for a long time. And then if we looking at storylines, there'll be one serious injury. Then they'll do the injury angle, and it's like, all right, well, your injury not gonna get no worse, so just deal with this shit, and then we'll get you taken care of. Or Randy is I'm just getting some time off, and then KO gets the big look with a giant power driver spot with a move that was like technically banned. The game said no. It said chill, don't fall into this, but that you let it. Look, I'm gonna have to stand with the game on this one because it goes right back to the very first night. Like, yo, you don't know who I am, and Triple H said that. You know what I mean? On some, yo, I already know, and KO do son off the damn stage. He's going on to jump off the WrestleMania sign, beat up the boss's son, and jump through a bunch of chairs. We've seen it. You know what I'm saying? Shouts to my man's over on the other side. I ain't going no further than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the stories can go on. He's changed his character a million times. He played the everyman. He played the cool, and now he's somewhat of a conspiracy theorist. I'm not really feeling it too much, but at the end of the day, yo, fight Owens, fight, bro. He going ham. He's found another space. Like it was the scratch and claw method to get there. I'll say that, but he got there. And I'm interested to see what he does next now. Since they throwing illegal moves in his direction, he can just do whatever he want. Nobody getting in trouble. I mean, easy, easy. The idea to reprimand and general manager Nick Aldis will get there, but I mean, look, KO's doing great right now. I love his character, and so far where it's gotten to. DIY Pretty Deadly. Contribution. The tag division, NXT has something going right now. Leading to a tournament? No. I'm talking continually. We might get there. I might save this for another day and get into it tomorrow, just to really push this point home about the eras and the generations properly connecting themselves. But I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I like what I saw. I like what I saw. Um, DIY, Champa backstage going hard. He mad, you know. Trying to be cool with the tag champs and all that. It's like trying to get in with good graces and respect and stuff like that. You're one of the greatest of all time, sure. Reference to the Black Card Champa. Look, I ain't really know him, but it kind of since I've seen a couple of matches, so and I've seen him in that Goldie era here and there, so it can make sense. And I did feel that familiarity. So whatever. That works for me. Who Pretty Deadly One, we're keeping it moving. It's a comedy team, so and they can go. So we'll just let things play out how they do. All right, Bianca and Jade, Nia Tiffany, non-title match. The girlies is the girlies right now. Let the women do what they doing. They all holding it down. All right, A-Town down under the Motor City Machine Guns. Look, tag division is doing what it's doing. I ain't got much to say on it right now. We got NXT, and we gonna see how the game responds to that, because that's, you have to compound. Like competitively, sure, follow that new era contribution to this all. So yeah, they're not competing with each other. If anything, we know who they're competing with, and I don't really got much to say, because I think it happened in the next show when that conversation took place. Bloodline reunited as a united front. Looked good to me. I like it. Sammy and all the rest of them, it works for me with that. I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm seeing. As far as Roman and acting the way he's acting, like, we're gonna continue to develop the character of the tribal chief without overly humanizing him, because he's still the longest reigning. Like, come on, son, we're not about to sit here and go through this the wrong way. Let's move on. Ooh, no raw results. Ain't that something? A lot of girl stuff up there. I enjoyed Raw. I'll say that. We don't even have characters for the rundown. That's crazy. That is crazy. For November 11th. Hold up. Alright. Well, I guess we'll just run through what they got. Forcing to read LMAO. Dakota came back. That was huge for me. I appreciated that. PFC is alright. If Coda's back, we need Violent Coda. If we doing Babyface Coda, we still need Violent Coda. So then she could bring the Vicious out of EO. And it can, I feel like, because Kyrie's been on such a good wave of momentum recently, there's space for her moves to be like that anime devastating. Like, oh shit, now we gotta be careful, because some moves they have to be believable, obviously, but I'm definitely feeling, good light source for starters. But, and I mean, we could do more, but I told you we kind of vibing with the shadow element. Imagine the shit at night with like the candle. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Don't rush this. Do not. Like, look, victory. Anyway, um, I'm looking at how they got it. What really stood out? Damian Priest, Gunther, Street Trash, beat Kaiser. Lillian Garcia is back a couple weeks ago. She's definitely her own character. We miss Sam, and we all noticed it. Right when Ludwig was coming out. So we all miss Sam. Leave it alone, you know. And we're all happy that Lillian's back, for the record. That's a fact, she's getting warmer, like she's back to normal. Like, I didn't, respectfully, I was her and Alicia right now. I think they're very, very powerful voices. Like, it's not that I can't tell them apart. I forgot that Lillian was back, and it was like, oh shoot, that's not Alicia, that's Lillian. Like, whoa, perfect, So there goes that. What else? Judgment Day is looking more and more like a. They need a pop band makeover now, because I wouldn't say it's falling apart. No, it's just in a really. You ever seen a sausage get made? That's where Judgment Day is at right now. Like, the Damon and Rhea were very powerful. They were found right there to start, but then they dipped off, and now we have Finn. Finn is great. Liv is a great look. Liv and Dom is a dynamic. Then we have JD, and then Carlito, and then Raquel. So it's like we got a lot of energy there, and I'm liking it. I'm seeing where the game and HBK, respectfully, are learning the juju stroll of these backstage vignettes and promos, like their little skits and scenes. I'm actually learning to enjoy it more, and I think it's because I've always enjoyed stuff like that. But this is the character development, so they're all in a spot, but it needs camaraderie. So I'm guessing Finn is gonna have to go ahead and jump back in front. He's never led a team before. Whoa, whoa. We're not gonna say that. They have never dealt with Finn running a team before. That's character development. Moving on. Um, I'm trying to see if anything else really stood out. Final Testament and was Miz spring a trap for the Y6. Something going on there. Now we got two dark teams. Hold on. Next to Coda being back. I'm so proud of the Miz. I want to say enough said, but I want to say more. I think the Miz is perfect for the Final Testament, and the Final Testament is perfect for the Miz right now. If it moves forward, it would be fucking awesome. But if it stops somewhere down the line, Miz needs to come out better because he's in a great spot. And the Final Testament too, but every one of them. I love it. They let him go. Okay, cool. All that crazy shit, whatever. Bo laughing at the end, great, necessary. Whole team somewhat humanized just a bit. You're making wrestling, so it works. But things can get real dark. Who's the babyface team here? You see? So now we're getting that dark element. No science, pun intended, but we're giving it light now because the Wyatts are clearly the baby faces here, so they can be cheered on. That's perfect. Final Testament can now be the super dark team, and that's exactly what they've been pushing, but that's what they needed. And then they got somebody like The Miz who, yo, he ain't soft now. What was it? What they call him? What did he was called something on Talking Smack a long time ago. And I'm not saying that because he's with that crew. He's safe. Safe. Yeah, Miz extra safe now. Say something. Oh, we over there with it. Come home. Let's talk to him. Come on. Come see the gang too. You know what I mean? And because the gang, yo, my opinion, I think men should continue to show and prove why that power of the Hollywood celebrity. You know what I'm saying? And the Final Testament, can be the Hollywood. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm already getting crazy on this. Yo, all right, Gunther and Dame. Dame is great. He's over now. It's official. It's been like that for a few weeks. Took me a minute. I do understand what's going on in his theme song now. I thought it was different. I can deal with it. I'm still gonna listen to it my way. You know what I'm saying? But I do hear it, and it's fine. It's a strong spot for him. So keep him going. Gunther looking the way he's looking. Ugh, God, this is. We all know this is the hard part, but Gunther looking like a consummate professional, man. We know he's the champion when it comes to this shit. Gunther he earned this spot. He's been that. It almost didn't happen for him. He's looking great with Ludwig. I wish they still had him with Vinci or whatever. Like maybe Vinci gets back. Like okay, you know what? Try to get out there, do it on my own. I look great, but it's not working for me. So if Gunther's, if we develop in character, have that pop and prestige, like create that dynamic. You want the NXT tag team brawling, you continues dynamics are building, and it's warring dynamics. Now these guys don't need to be at war because they're on the same team. Get Vinci back in Imperium, but let him have his style. You know what I mean? Like that's how I feel. It have to be two sides to it. It can't just be all hoity-toity at this point. We understand the privilege and prestige that goes in the ring, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real. But now, it needs to be that style. Like, we cannot just continue painting a canvas white. You understand? So now, with that, yeah, that was Raw Smackdown. I could sit here for another 14 minutes and talk NXT. Did I leave anybody out? I surely hope I did not, but, anybody that was on this list on the little recap is looking like I done covered them. Jade looked great, B looked great, Liv looked great, Dom and them, gonna have to handle Dom in a minute. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead right there. Y'all stay up.